expand, removing double brackets. So we're now going to continue the process of expanding, but you can see we've got two sets of brackets here, where that operation there between the brackets is multiplication. But before we do this, let's just have a look again at some previous examples we've been doing of the type where we had x plus 2 outside of x plus 3. Now remember, when we did this problem, it was only the 2 that was involved in the expanding or multiplying operation, not this x. However, if we now have a set of brackets around the x plus 2, now it means that both the x here and the 2 are involved in the expanding operation. So let's have a look now at this. We've got x plus 2 times x plus 3. Now watch what I do, and as I'm doing it, I want you to see if you can come up with a particular pattern on how to do this. So I go x times x, x squared, x times 3 plus 3x. I then go 2 times x, I get plus 2x, and then 2 times 3 gives plus 6. 3x plus 2x gives 5x. We have x squared on its own there, and we have plus 6 on its own there. And that's our final result. This one here, we have x minus 5 times x plus 4, both in brackets. We go x times x, x squared. X times plus 4 gives plus 4x. We have minus 5 times x gives minus 5x. We have minus 5 times 4 gives minus 20. Now we've got plus 4x minus 5x gives minus x. We have x squared on its own there. And we have minus 20 on its own there. And that's our final result. Now you can see the pattern, what we do when we expand, when we have two sets of brackets. We take the first term in the first bracket and multiply it by both terms in the second bracket. Then we take the second term in the first bracket and multiply it by both terms in the second bracket. So as you can see, we got x times x gives x squared, x times 3 gives 3x, 2 times x gives 2x, 2 times 3 gives 6. And then we collect the two like terms, which are 3x and 2x gives 5x. And of course, x squared term is on its own and the plus 6 on its own, and that's our final result. And the same thing here, x times x gives x squared, and then x times plus 4 plus 4x, x times minus 5 gives minus 5x, and minus 5 times 4 gives minus 20. And collect the plus 4x and the minus 5x, we get minus x, x squared is on its own, minus 20 is on its own, and that is our result. So let's have a look at the rule here. To remove double brackets by expanding, multiply each term in the first bracket by each term in the second bracket, and then collect any like terms. So let's do these examples. We want to expand these. We have x plus 5 times x plus 2. We have x times x, x squared, x times 2, we get plus 2x, 5 times x plus 5x, and then 5 times 2 gives plus 10. Now we collect any like terms. You can see 2x and 5x are like terms. 2x and 5x gives 7x. x squared is on its own there, and 10 is on its own there. And that's our result. This one here, we have x plus 3 times x minus 6. So we take the first term in the first bracket and multiply it by both terms in the second bracket. So x times x gives x squared. X times minus 6 gives minus 6x. Now we take the second term in the first bracket and multiply it by both terms in the second bracket. 3 times x gives plus 3x. And then 3 times minus 6 gives minus 18. Now we collect any like terms. We have negative 6x plus 3x gives negative 3x. We have x squared term on its own there, and we have minus 18 on its own there. That's our final result. Here we now have x minus 4 times x minus 3. So x times x, x squared. X times minus 3 gives minus 3x. Minus 4 times x gives minus 4x. Minus 4 times minus 3, of course, negative times a negative gives a positive. 4 times 3, we get 12. Now I collect any like terms. You can see we have a negative 3x, negative 4x will give negative 7x. X squared is on its own there. And also 12 is on its own. And that's our final result. Number D, again we follow the same procedure. We've got 2x plus 1 times 3x minus 2. We got 2x times 3x. 2 times 3 gives 6. X times x gives x squared. Now I do 2x times minus 2 gives minus 4x. Now I do the 1 times 3x gives plus 3x. Now I do the 1 times negative 2 gives negative 2. Now I collect any like terms. As you can see, minus 4x plus 3x will give minus x. We have 6x squared term on its own and also the minus 2 on its own, and that is our final result.